somebody wasn't wearing their seatbelt. It looks like that Ahsoka character. Like, what the? I don't know. And there's a reason why I'm using past tense here, man. I have a message for you at the end. In a world that's increasingly dumb, it helps if we stick together as one. This is Rip Roaring Garage. I'm Alex. We will be covering a lot of things from accidents, theft, the UAW strike that may spell doom for a lot of people. Now, before I show you the carnage, if you want your car to be reviewed on Rip Roaring Garage, send an email with the photos to dacman@directive25.com with the title Ripper's Rides. If you reach out, I know it's been a little hectic. Feeling better with the heart attack, so life moves on. Moves on. I think it'll be kind of cool to review, roast, maybe give advice. Show me your cars. Show me your Mopars. Show me your tools and toolboxes. Just don't show me your tool. You know what I mean? Okay, that took a really dark turn. Now let's start off with one of my good friends and a friend to the channel. He had a mishap. Now I can't get into names. I'm not going to say who, not even going to say what state. Now, you see this is a 392 Daytona, and your first thought is, oh, well, he was probably speeding and just slammed into somebody, right? That's kind of what, until you see that. He was rear-ended at a full stop, 0 miles an hour, when the GMC plowed into him. Now you can tell that it's a rear offset. All I can do is show these pictures with the owner's desire to thank the engineers, the assembly line guys, everybody that was involved in building these cars. Like the first thing you see, look at that buckle. That's where the door line ends. That's where the cabin begins. Yes, the glass is long. That will shatter. But this car crumpled. I also wonder if there was damage to the wheels and tires. Because they're so big and wide, they probably absorb a significant amount of the energy from this impact. Going back to the door, that thing opens. You can already see the front door. They're both fine. The sunroof. Usually that's one of the areas when there's cabin structure failure. You'll see the sunroof no longer being aligned. Airbag deployment. Heck, even this body-on-frame pickup, it took a beating. And looks like somebody wasn't wearing their seatbelt. Professional. There was no brakes applied by this driver. It was just short of 50 miles an hour. That's a big blow. Now, it's a commercial vehicle, so the guy does have insurance. Unlike, something happened to me a couple of years ago when I messed up my back. Was stopped, not moving, and large truck, dually quad cab, just plowed into me. I had to be taken out with the whole harness. I couldn't move my legs. I actually couldn't stop the car. There's police on the scene. Damn, that is a hard hit. And here's the scary angle. Look at how much this thing was pushed in. The angle, the wheel. Okay, yeah, clearly the wheel is hit. That thing is no longer straight to the vehicle. Construction zone, single lane, in one direction. This was such a hard impact that if you're sitting, your foot's on the brake, and you get hit that hard, there will be a momentary reduction in brake pedal application. Wow, why am I using all these big words? Your foot comes off the brake and you creep forward. That's if he wasn't pushed right into the vehicle in front, which looks like in a smaller SUV. Just a little bit of analysis from my experience on both sides as law enforcement doing, investigations with collisions, as well as my own experience being, surprised but by another vehicle. Clearly, the impact shifted things a little bit towards the passenger side. That's the cover of the tail light. It's irrelevant to the crash, but it's interesting how some of these components are made, and you can see what it looks like underneath. That's actually the light lens, and that's just the color on top that gives it the red, tint. DGE, that's all that's left. Damn good. Name something that starts with E. Come on. All right. Let's see if we can come up with a good name for DGE. This Dodge done good. A. I want to see you guys do something a little better than me on the spot. That's my friends. Now you can see the difference, how windshield cracks when it's the airbag that deploys versus a skull that hits it. It's a real shame, but there's good news. Stick around. This is how you can see where the angle, how the car gets hit, it pitches down and shoves itself underneath probably a higher vehicle or an SUV. Bumper right here. You can see all the scrape marks going up into the grill, and that is the actual bumper. What absorbs the impact? It's basically just like plastic shapes that are meant to crumple in a certain way. Damn, that's a shame, Hemi. Now, I blurred his face out, but man, you can tell he loved this thing, and you know, who wouldn't? We all love our cars. They become an extension of us. So when this happens, we take it personally. It's not just metal. I was actually talking to him and asking him, like, hey, is there any way they can fix it? Or, I mean, but no, it's done. And again, you see where it's designed to kind of buckle down. Now, it's not a Crown Vic that was designed for 70 mile an impact, but this thing did good for a much heavier vehicle, right? That HT Silverado. Now, yeah. So this one is more or less in line with the rear, and you can see how much it shifted over. This is because of the way the vehicle hit the Charger. And here comes the other vehicle, right? So being that it's offset, this will have the inertia to stay still while it gets pushed in, crumpled in, and because of this motion, this still wants to go straight, it's going to start tearing off the bumper cover and whatnot. And since we're talking about Chargers, here's the Speedboat Charger flavor. Again, all the colors and whatnot. It helps the channel, and I mean it. And whenever we get to a live stream, I will go into more about what's been happening and whatnot. So I want to do this also to show our community. I think I'm in YouTube jail right now because we went after Haggerty, and they pay YouTube a lot of money, and that's. But yeah, let's show them what we're made of. That we care about each other, we care about our cars, we care about our culture, our country, and God. Yeah, you saved our lives, rest in peace. And this is something, you know, I guess he did on his phone just to kind of commemorate his poor Daytona. Damn, man. Just got toast. But it did its secondary job, as in going fast, but also zopping things that are coming fast. He was very emotional and wanted me to kind of convey this. If there's somebody out there, bigger channel, whatever, I'm not asking for a video or whatever. Just thank these guys, maybe point them to the video to see that as much as I criticize Dodge, and I'm going to get to a little bit with the UAW, you know, but at the end, we are people. And I did that video with another subscriber that had his Dodge Demon built and filmed start to finish. And you can see their smiles. They're happy. It's like, oh my God, this guy, he gets it. He's here. He's making this effort. Even if a lot of times you can't afford them, it's less about the item and showing off or bragging. And I'm going to do a video about that, about the misconceptions about owning a muscle car. Everybody seems to think we're doing it to get laid or something, when most guys out there, they're either too busy working, you know, they don't want to be bothered, no social life, and you know, other guys, you know, family life, married, happy, and all that. You guys are probably few married and happy. Getting into the next one is something that takes it a little further in the rageometer. Accidents happen. The guy that was driving was kind of, I don't even know what the hell is going on right here. It looks like that Ahsoka character. Like, what the, I don't know. I blurred out this part. So this part, yeah, not that you could tell much, but is he like wearing a turban or a t-shirt. I don't know. I'm not going to get into other details what happened, but just know justice was served that day. And as a piece of good advice, he has already found the replacement, and I didn't have time to talk to him today, so I've yet to get the full excitement and whatnot of, you know, I found a car that's perfect and damn near identical to his. So this one breaks my heart. I've been talking to him through email because of the channel, which is something that still boggles my mind that we can still have these normal conversations, right? But this was his 5.7 Hemi. So it's not a Scat Pack. He was saying I'm going to put it on a diet. So, but he's down in Florida. My God, man, this octane red car, he got it on the diet. He was doing all sorts of things to get the weight down, and he was running on par with Scat Packs. Performance and the aesthetics. You know, these wheels, I think there were some reproduction high-end wheels that are lightweight. That's a beautiful shot. We take these photos because we care about these things. We love them. Okay, maybe he's getting lucky. I don't know. Maybe that's his mom. You know, I don't know, but okay. I'm talking about the car. Chill. Man. And I'm getting to, you know, I think he added the headlights. I'm not sure. He did a lot of cosmetic stuff too. Photos, guy works out. You know, he's got his life in order. He's got his shit together. It's a 50th anniversary. There's the catch can that he installed. We're improving our cars, our skill, the way we do the job, because you can do it correctly and then you can do it correctly and elegantly. Yeah, beautiful car, man. Beautiful. Yeah, and here we get the interior. He put the little red starter, which, come on. I mean, I would do that too if I had time right now. But clearly, he's a driver. He knows what he wants. He wants the correct number of pedals and whatnot. And he did the rear seat delete, which, you know, with the correct parts. This is a lot of money you put in, a lot of, you know, work. I don't know how many 5.7s with just 2 seats there were. And there's a reason why I'm using past tense here, man. I have a message for you at the end. But yeah, it was stolen. So they're stealing 5.7s now too. I don't know what happened. Probably a street takeover. And my take on those things has always been a little, like, not as harsh as most people. If you do it with your own car, I'm like, yeah, okay, but you got to take the heat that comes with it. But when you steal somebody else's car, I wish it was like the Old West, what we did to horse thieves. Yeah, I am dead serious. Come on, the guy works so much and they hit something hard. And this frame damage, you know, clearly they hit something. I don't know. It looks like it's behind a fence and whatnot. What is that, a police car or something? I don't know. It's been totaled. It's done. As opposed to my first friend, he's not getting another Mopar. Because I actually noticed, like, he stopped emailing. Like, I've been busy with the heart attack, obviously. But, you know, when I do catch up, it's like, hey, I wonder what Oswald's doing. And like, I email. He tells me what happened. And as I'm reading, it's like, I feel that knot, you know. It's stupid too. Like, at least in a chop shop, maybe if parts are going to another car or something, like, part of it lives on. But when it's destroyed because of some dumb idiots. Yeah. Anyways, so he's going to get us some daily driver. I don't know what it is. I felt, maybe I'm wrong, but I felt that he was demoralized. So my message, you're still welcome here. You're still one of our brothers. I don't want you just giving up, because it's not about me, this channel, whatever, you know. It's not even about the cars, or it's about you. You put in that work. You did that stuff. You wanted this to be your calling card. Now, he's doing the smart thing also by waiting a little bit. Prices are crazy. It's not the time to get in, even used. So I get that, and that's smart. That's like being able to rein in your emotions. But don't give up. I want to see. I'm going to be emailing. I'm going to bug you. Yo, what's up? How you doing? You know, just whatever. I care about our community we're building here. Also, my local car club. I'm going to talk about that at some point too, because I am, despite all the stuff, I am continuing. I'm going to push and fight. I'm not liking things that I see. Kind of ties into the UAW thing. I'm only going to do this briefly. GM, I think, is going to settle. Ford, I don't see Ford's side of the UAW bucking or stirring any waves. Ford has been doing whatever the hell Ford wants, and they lose money, and that's Ford. But Dodge, I think the leadership of the union will lead to a strike. They're already talking about the funds for paying salaries. They got like 11 months for medical and salaries and all that. I'm not a fan of unions. A lot of people. In fact, I was reading an article. The overwhelming response from the general public was negative, very negative. But what I'm going to say this, there's a lot of good guys. And those, unfortunately, the good guys that work hard and put that passion and soul, union doesn't reward you. It's all about seniority, your time in. That dirtbag that's just been here longer, he gets a promotion. You don't. And that makes you bitter. I know, been there. I do hope you guys don't, lose your jobs. But 50% pay increase plus college fund and this and that and whatever. Dodge already wants to shut down Brampton. We've seen this before. Anybody that's into Panthers, not the Camaro Panther, the Ford, the Crown Vic. We saw this at St. Thomas in Ontario, where Ford decided, yeah, we're going to retool. We're just shutting down the production of the Crown Vic. No worries. And Ford just shut the plant down and demolished it. There was no rebuilding of anything. Now we already know the L body is got out. They're gone. And that's all that, all that's built at Brampton. So already there's going to be a reshuffling. I think they're going to shut down and move out of Canada. Is the union watching out for you guys? It seems like the union is trying to get rid of your jobs. I don't know. All I know is that there's a lot of you good guys out there and you're getting caught in the crossfire, and that's not fair. I hope that friend number one that I can't use his name, I hope you feel better and enjoy the new 392. For Oswald, you're still welcome here. You're still one of us. When this channel was tiny, you're there talking to me, making me feel like I wasn't talking to the wind. And that, I appreciate that, brother. So I'm Alex. This is Rip Roaring Garage, where oil is thicker than blood, Hemi alike. And I hope you have a rip roaring Labor Day. In a world that's increasingly dumb, it helps to... Now, my balls. Now, before we get into the carnage, my brain just...